And just a disclaimer, sorry for all the choppiness because there was an hour worth of sitting down recording and I tried to put it in 20 minutes.
Here I am. Know it's been a while. I listened and all about my life. Here I stand. I know I walked away. Had to find the person I had become. You should go back home. Go back home. Go back home. Go. Just been there all along. You should go back home. Go back home. Go back home. Go. That's where you belong.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan and this is JKY Vlog. Hey y'all, it's me editing. I'm just coming in to explain my mistakes. I'm looking crusty and dusty, so don't come for me, please. But I recorded this while we were still in Denver, of course. But I was gonna like edit it and upload it within like that day or two. But I kept saying where we were and where we were gonna be at, like during our time there. So I decided not to upload it because we got crazy people in this world and they probably, you know, do crazy things. But now that I'm at home and y'all can definitely know where we were staying at, it kind of looks stupid. But basically, I kind of like censored like every time I said where we was at or, you know, the jig or whatever. And so I'm just coming in to let y'all know that. So when you see the little reverse signs and like mutes and stuff, that's all it was. This look, you know, good. I don't know. Okay, so I decided to split this like week into 3 different videos because it's gonna be a big long video if I were to put everything that I recorded thus far into the video right now. Like, okay, so the first video will be me actually telling y'all like traveling tips, if that makes sense. My second and third video will actually be my trip journey, or I may put it in one depending on, you know, what all we do and all the footage I get. So it's exciting for me because I grew up in Mississippi and I did not travel a lot. I just want to like help other people who's traveling because this was like a new experience for me and my family. All of us have like different genres of traveling, that makes sense. So I think I'm like, me and my oldest was kind of the least experienced one. This is my very first time like this side of the United States, so your girl is happy. Again, I said I've basically lived my life down in the South, so to even visit another part that's not even like remotely the South is awesome. Like, now I live in the Mississippi Delta, and in the Mississippi Delta we had like flat land, like there's no mountain or hills or no like important landmarks in that area. So to come here and literally my view is a mountain, like there's not much to like most people, but that is amazing to me. Okay, y'all, so traveling here was a journey in itself, and from Mississippi to where we're staying was about, it's like a 15 to 16 hour drive, but us it took us almost 20 some hours. Okay, so I'm just gonna share like a couple of quick tips, I guess, and what I saw traveling that far, and for me being an unexperienced, you know, traveler. And then other people have a different method. Like the more places you go, the more things you see and the more, I don't know, experience you have to share to others. But for me, I think where I've been and like the occasion of where I've been is good enough to, you know, make a video and help people out. So okay, other than that, let's just hop into this video. So, okay, so personally, my family, we wanted to drive because, again, I said we've never been on this side of the United States like that. So we wanted to actually drive to actually see like the change in states, like as you're driving, like kind of see the difference in it. So I know one thing, I was like, oh my gosh, we were really on like a different part of the United States is when we saw like the little windmills. Y'all, like that is something so simple, but I literally, like, we start like, oh my gosh, y'all look out the window. Like we was like that. I don't know, when you start to travel, like little things like that, it's like oh my gosh. I guess tip number 1 is do your research on where you're going. obvious, but like in the South, it is hot. It's like a humid hot. So it's like the sun is beaming on you and the wind is like hot too. So when we say it's hot, it's hot. It could be like 90 degrees, feeling like 100 or something. And then like in Texas, they said they had like dry heat, when there's like no moisture in the air. Now you can distinct those two. It's like 90 something degrees, but it's cool air blowing. So even though it's 90 degrees and the sun out, it don't feel like 90 degrees, y'all. Like, so knowing your position and like the effects around those states or that part of the world, that really helps, you know, with the weather type thing. Yeah, so that's kind of like what you should do your research on. Of course, stay up to date on the like weather when you're going, to help you know what to pack. I don't know, like I guess people who driving the route and all that, but y'all, from Arkansas, bro, it was so many like the little private, I know they say it is like you pay for the private highways or something, and so every time you get to the little booth looking thing, you have to pay some money. It only ranged for like 50 cents to like $2.50, $3. But the fact that like we didn't know how many, so we barely had dollars on us. But yeah, that's something we have to check before we leave to make sure we have a couple of like spare dollars on us, at least $20 worth of dollars, because on the way back you still have to pay like the $2, $3, 50 cents or whatever to get back through it and stuff. So that was something new that I personally did not, you know, come across too often. Because when I travel via bus, and you know, we don't really care about what that's going on, but you in a car and you actually see, you interacting what's going on. So on our way here, we was a good 4 hours in and we blew a tie. And y'all, it was my second time ever being like on a road. I know when I was little, we was on our way to Chicago. And my auntie blew a flat, and we was on the side of the road for like 8 hours. And we didn't know that roadside assistance only help you either patch up your tire or put the spare on. So if you don't have a spare with your car, or you know, and your tire really cannot be fixed by a patch, you kind of out of luck. You could probably like walk to the nearest town to get a tire, but there's so much. So I guess that's another tip, like make sure y'all have a spare tire or check your tires before you leave, because that is kind of vital. I know my mama's tires were good, but she hit something in the road, like some piece of metal, and it split it. But with her, she was like, well, we still got like 10, you know, more hours to go, so we're just gonna go to get a new tire, and you know, then we'll head back on the road and all that. So we wasted almost 5 hours of our time, of an already 15, 16 hour drive, wasted 5 hours getting that fixed. Three hours later. Another little thing we did coming here was my mama always filled her gas up when it hit the halfway mark, if it was a gas station, because you don't know what can happen from gas station to gas station or from town to town. She felt the same for her to just fill up every time she was at the halfway mark, so we for sure know we have gas. Make sure you know, get your tires, get your filtered gas, so get your car serviced. We had a cooler because we was like, we don't want to keep stopping eating. So make sure y'all pack up y'all some food, because eating like gas station food for a whole ride, that's not like, even me eating, we had sandwiches, chips, like little cakes, like little sweets, and then a whole cooler full of drinks. When I tell y'all, within not even close to halfway of us being done with our trip, I was feeling so sick. I don't know if it was car sick or nauseous or what, but my body was like, girl, if you don't give me no fruit, no vitamins, some proteins, some food that actually gonna help me, I'm gonna shut down on you, y'all. I felt so bad. Oh, I don't think I finished with Roadside Sisters. So Roadside Sisters, yeah. And then, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the dilemma we had. So we was in some part of Arkansas, and I'm gonna say we ran over a piece of metal. It split my motor tire, and it was waiting on them. That happened at 4:30 in the morning, okay? And then I was like, okay, give us about 20-30 minutes. I'm gonna dispatch someone to come help you and all that. So we was like, okay, cool. Y'all, 2 hours go by. I think a police officer, he had stopped, make sure we was okay and seeing what was going on, and could he assist us. We was like, well, they told us, they were supposed to be coming. He just told us, like, call back, because it should never take them that long. And they told you it was going to take 20 to 30 minutes. So my mama called them back, and they was like, oh, we didn't even have y'all name down. I don't see nothing pertaining, your request for, the roadside assistance people. And y'all, we was so mad, because we kept the car running, because we was like, well, keep the light on, say, no, it's us. We getting this type of car around this type of, stuff, giving them details. So she was like, okay, I gotta call it and see what's wrong, and she had to fix it and all that crap. And then I guess it's another tip. I'm not gonna say like try to be bilingual, but kind of know the basic greeting and like words in other language, like Spanish, French, and what else, like a little popular, like Mandarin or something, I don't know, like those type of language, like the common language. Kind of know some of the like conversational words, because we probably could have been helped along like an earlier time than we did, okay, y'all? Because we didn't know where we was at. And then in Arkansas, our phone with our phone carrier was not working. And I guess there's another tip in itself, like make sure you know about your carrier, but we can talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so our phone was working on the side of the road, and we really couldn't tell her like exactly where we was at. Like we couldn't tell we were on like interstate this or highway that or road this, okay? And so it was some workers out there cutting the grass, and I think just doing some like work on the side of the road. And they always spoke Spanish. And I think my brother, he's kind of the only one that kind of can lightly, fluently, if that's even a thing, speak Spanish. I took French, and I know a little, like this much of Spanish. I know more sign language than I do Spanish. I know bonjour is French. But yeah, but like more about it is like we couldn't conversate with the workers on the side of the road. They spoke in Spanish, and it was probably like a broken Spanish too, or if that's even a thing. But we didn't know how to say like, hey, what street we on, like where we at. But it was the crazy thing. Once they over from Mississippi to Arkansas, our phones do not work in Arkansas, but yet again, it worked in Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, everywhere else. So make sure you check on that too. Make sure you check on if your car have roadside assistance. Cause again, I say when I went to Chicago, we was on the side of the road because our carrier was not provided, and it was like real slow, so we couldn't even call like 911 to get help. So we couldn't see where we was at, and then we barely had a way to call roadside assistance. But like that, I'm just bouncing off like ideas from like us traveling. But I know like all of that is what we kind of experienced coming from Mississippi to Colorado. But other than that, like I said, do your research. I love, Colorado. Again, I say from the mountains, from the people, for the like the stances politically, because I know my brother's, he's a political science major. He was telling us how Colorado is a purple state, and not trying to bash the South, but this kind of the difference from coming to Colorado and being in the South. So one, you have to feel like you have to realize like in the South, blacks are a minority but we don't feel it because it's so many blacks everywhere we go within the South. You know, y'all, the thing flew. I kind of got scared, but yeah. So so many people, so many blacks kind of everywhere you see in the South. So even though we know we're the minority, we don't feel it because we see so many of us. But when you travel anywhere else outside the South, it's like you can see that you the minority. And this just come from me. I'm being completely honest. Okay, so you know it's different because everybody was raised different and experienced different things and traveled, you know, to different places. But for me, just I didn't travel nothing like much more than the South and kind of the Chicago area. Being here, I kind of feel like reverse, like the South in reverse, because I always not even trying to put like race into this, but again, I'm being honest because it is it's not an issue, but it is something that should be known, okay? Because again, I didn't know this until I actually came and traveled out here, y'all. So go ahead. But when we came up here to Denver, like just walking the mall and don't see people my color and all that, but I don't feel like that nasty or like that feeling like people try to make it out to be than like in the South. And again, I say I'm gonna touch on this subject. I'm gonna be right back out, okay? Because I know this kind of a touchy subject, and I don't feel like getting into no altercation. But if y'all want to discuss it, we can, okay? But yeah. So we went to the mall today. It was majority white, but like when I walk into a place that's majority white in the Mississippi area, it's kind of like it's like a tension that I've entered a room or I'm in a space like that. Not in all instances, but it's kind of like sometimes, like sadly, sometimes it's like a little piece of that there. But here, I don't feel a difference at all. Like, my lips so dry. Okay, yeah, I don't feel that difference at all. Like, we was just walking around and just, they just minded business. And I'm like, this is a good feeling. Like, I don't feel pressured about being black, and I don't feel like I have something to prove or my past or like stigmatized over here in the Colorado area. So like, I guess me and my siblings, we were just talking about that, and we were just like, how was a cool feeling and like kind of like stressed, relieved off our shoulders. I don't know, but again, I say I'm touching on that subject. I'm dipping out, okay? And I'm not trying to feel about it, but it's just what I've seen, my life, my perspective on this. But again, I say we love Colorado. It's something different, and when people choose vacation, they kind of choose like tropical areas as we see it. But no one ever like, oh, let's go to this state to hike a mountain. Marijuana is legal. Sadly, you can only be 20, you gotta be 21 or have a medical marijuana thing. So I didn't know that. I thought that, you know, if you're 18, I kind of thought like 18 because weed and then like tobacco products. I don't know. How y'all feel about that? Do you believe marijuana should be legal? What's the age limit if you do? And what else? I don't know. Colorado seemed like a good state to come and just relax, enjoy the nature, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the people. I personally love it. I want to come back and actually do like more of a like non-vacational like tour of the city. I can see the difference in like school education, because Mississippi has a complete, you know, system that is, I'm not gonna say much, but a system. So I want to see how other states, you know, run their school systems and like do the work and the benefits, the cons, all that crap. But as of traveling, because this is a traveling vlog, I don't know, I think I kind of touch on like all the little things I kind of think I wanted to hit on. And again, I say I'm doing a 3 series for my trip to Denver. We really not doing too much, and we only stayed for 5 days. And the fact that our traveling portion took up a whole day, I was like, well, I might as well make a video out of it, okay? So I don't know, I hope y'all like this video. I know it probably, I'm sorry that it's kind of like everywhere, but it just, I really want to make a video of like what I've seen coming here. But if you think you're gonna like the videos from this Colorado trip, make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, if you in the Colorado area, let me know what we should do. My girl Megan, I think that's her name. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We went to the mall today, again I say, and Megan, I think that's her name. Okay, and then your name?
Megan.
And I had just asked her like, hey girl, what's one spot we have to do? And she told us we should wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to the thing I think called Red Rocks. I don't know, I'm gonna put it right here. She said we should definitely get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, watch the sunrise. It's this little place or whatever. And me and my brother probably actually do it. Like get up real early, do that, and then still go hiking at 9 o'clock in the morning. So wish us luck, y'all. But yeah, thank y'all for, you know, trusting in me, trusting in this vlog process. I'm finna stop rambling, and I hope y'all enjoy these Denver vlogs. Okay, I think other than that, girl, this is my first sit down. Yes, peace.